Hey guys, welcome to the Extra Chromosome Podcast. I think it's like 17 now, but I can't remember exactly. But today we're doing with the new co-host Sawyer.
What up?
Sawyer, what's going on, boys? But this week we got some stuff going on. It's a freaking big ass week for news, boys. Like, geez, bro. You know, and this week at T-Mobile, I set up a new account on the 4th of July. Kind of probably my fault. Be real, the lady pissed at me. I told her, "Oh, we get you all the free shit." T-Mobile, her credit's garbanzo, bro. They only approve her for a certain amount. She can only get 3 new phones and 2 brand new watches. Oh no, my mom, my 70-year-old grandma doesn't get a phone. Fuck her, dude. So she's yelling at me on the phone. Wants to talk to my manager. My manager's like, dude, I can't do anything for her. I feel like he's fucking shitty because he won't even go to bat for me. He won't even just, like, I had to tell him, like, she won't listen to me. Can you just talk to her? And I'm like, I'm trying here. And he's like, dude, it's your fuck up. I'm like, okay, like, I know. I'm trying to solve it, but fuck this lady, dude. We didn't do any special shit for her. She just talked to a different rep at the same T-Mobile and loves his ass. So fuck her, bro. He didn't do anything special. I've been doing it's bull. All he did was literally like, so we had an order for a phone to watch that wasn't in store. It didn't show up. T-Mobile didn't show up. So it freed up enough credit for her so she could do what she wanted. But she didn't get all the stuff. She's okay with it with him, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't give a fuck that she's mad at me because she couldn't get the 5th phone. She can't get the 5th phone or a watch. She's missing a watch, too. And she doesn't care because he did it for her. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Jewish, by the way. Jewish lady, by the way. Her husband's so chill, doesn't give a fuck. He came in today. He's like, hey, sorry about her, man. But she is the worst bitch, bruh. Be real, I've dealt with 2 Jewish customers at this point. This older Jewish man, the best dude, bought us lunch.
Damn.
This lady, the worst, bruh. The worst.
You know, that's crazy. I deal with people like that all the time. I'm at a call center in the financial world. They're like a stock brokerage, and you're basically getting calls from all these old fucks, and all they say is, "Oh, I can't log into my account to look at my money."
They ask you, hey, how do I get my Wi-Fi router going?
Exactly. And what's my whole fucking job? The thing that brings in my paycheck, that fucking puts food on the table. All I do is tell these old people to go onto the website and click sign up to make an account so they can get in and move their money around. That's my whole fucking job. I make $50,000 and all I do is fucking tell these old people to go online and move money around. It's fucking crazy. How is there this much value for me to get paid this much in the world? But
do you think it's like because we've gotten to the point where everything is so complicated, honestly, like it doesn't feel like when you learn the systems, but now that I'm in it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. If you had to figure out how to sell yourself a phone from T-Mobile, you couldn't do it. And it's just systems have gotten so complicated at this point that companies, like, if they don't have a dedicated team to deal with angry customers, like, they're losing so much fucking business, dude.
And that's the fucked up thing. Like, it used to be you're working with the owner. You're getting a phone, and guess what? There's the owner of a distributor, and they know the entire product. So you're working with them. They're able to get you the best deal. They know the system in and out. But now they're trying to cut that person out, so they just throw their own T-Mobile store instead of distributing it around to someone else. And it's harder to work with them, man. It's fucked up.
It is, bro. I think they definitely cut out the little guy. I think the worst I have is trying to say what I think like the problem we're having now is like it used to be like if you're the son of somebody highly competent, like he came up with this company, or like let's say even your dad, like he worked as an engineer. I mean, I guess that's not an example. Like if your dad came up with a company or something, or you were well off, like your whole goal was like, I'm gonna come up with an idea or something, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna start my own company, run it. But now you have a pathway of like, look, I'm gonna go to an Ivy League school, I'm gonna get a good job making $500K a year managing some team that I don't really know how to manage, you know? And I think like it's just moved to that model. Like we're so big at this point that like when you came up with an idea and got rich as fuck, where do your kids go? You're like, I need to give them something good where they can make a good money and I don't have to fucking bother with them, you know?
Yep.
It's fucking sad,
And a lot of people, it's nepotism, man. They come and they work at their same company. They do these things. They help them get a job with them or through their connections. So that dream is still kind of alive. But what I'm seeing now is the middle is being stripped out. So you have those really, really wealthy owners those really, really wealthy old people, and then you have us that are just kind of mediocre. And if you don't have any income, then you're fucking, in my mind, like working at a factory, you know? Like this call center, I realized the other day, I'm like, it's just a white collar factory. You clock in, and what are you producing? You're producing calls. And, you know, you got to get the most calls out of everybody. You got to have the highest score, the best quality out of everybody, and then you clock out and you go home. It's not something you're analyzing anything or using your mind. It's simply manufacturing customer service. And it's honestly disgusting. They're a huge employer here, but do you feel like T-Mobile's kind of like that?
I feel like we definitely get, I don't know if it's like that, but it definitely feels like it doesn't feel like you're in a factory, but it feels like you're like slave boy one, dude. Because bro, this lady is texting me. I'm off. Texting me. I'm off. And I'm like, texting her. I'm communicating with her. I'm like, hey, I'm not in the office. I can't do anything. Like, I can't do anything for you. All this stuff. Like, and I'm like, dude, I'm a T-Mobile guy. And I have to deal, like, my problem is I have to deal with these people off the clock. Like, you just feel like they feel like your time's disposable. And I'm like, it's not. But to them, it's like, he did this for me, so I just get to fucking message him all day. And I'm like, I get it. I understand if it's like I sold a home. Like, yeah, you're spending $500,000 and it's in your hand. Like, I get it. But like this lady, like these people, it's like hit me up. I have to answer every call that's an unknown number because it's probably a T-Mobile guy. And it's like, is it worth? And it's like if I close them, dude, I get too long. Like I got this old dude who's called me 8 times. If I close him, I get maybe $10. I'm just like, yep, sir, that's how it would work. You just need to come into the store. He's like, I'm thinking about it. Dude, stop calling me, bro. I want to tell him, like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, and it seems like they have you in like a sales position. Well, obviously a sales position, but that they're just making you do so much more than what they're willing to pay out. And that's what these big companies are doing in my eyes, man. They're taking all these little people and just cutting all the money out and expecting so much work. And I'm sure that's a tale as old as time.
For an example, though, for this T-Mobile specifically, we used to make 25%, bro. Luke was balling. He's making $5,000 a month on T-Mobile commission. They've cut it. They cut it down to 8% before when I started. Now it's back at 13, but 13 is if you hit 115% to goal. My goals, I have to sell 30 voice lines, something like this, something like that, and like then the next guy at like the next T-Mobile, like our goals are high because we had number 2 guy in the fucking company at our place, so he was set. So they're trying to keep us at that level. But like the next store comparable to us, each guy's got to sell 20 lines. He's 10 lines below. All his other goals are lower, and that's at his 115%. So it's fucked. And then like the biggest thing that I'm pissed about this company is I had sold $50 worth of T-Life spiffs, and then 4 days before the month ended, they said you need to have 60% of your sales need to have this attached. No, P360 protection spiffs. 60% of your sales need to have this. And 4 days before the month ended, they added that 60%. I've already sold 25 lines. There's no way I can sell over to 60%. So I lost all that commission. They just fucking Jewed me 4 days before the month's over. Like, I don't even know how that's legal, bro. Yeah. That's like, what am I supposed? And
they're moving the goalposts.
They're moving the goalposts, so you never get there. And now that's permanent. You gotta sell 60%. They're like, but we're starting it on July 4th. And dude, our store's the worst store in the fucking thing on selling that because it's a scam. Wow. It's $18 a month for protection, bro, on a phone. $18 a month.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and they do that with all these different things. Even at my job, they just changed the model around where it used to be one way where you progress up and you're able to get hired out to different teams and things. And now they put a pause on it, which we don't even know if it's ever going to come back. And they're saying they're revamping it to a different level that makes progression harder. And they're making it so you can't dodge a salary grade. So I'm at salary grade 1. If I want to apply to a salary grade 3 job, I can't. I can only apply to a salary grade 2 job. When before you definitely can do that. It's changing again. So it just fucking shows.
No upward mobility. But we want to go out and have a dart while we get to this next section. I know we talk a lot. I know you guys here, mom and dad specifically, by the way, mom and dad. Mom, I don't think she listens anymore, but Dad will listen to every one, dude. So just keep in mind, bro.
All right, yeah.
But we call him out, we shout him out. I shout him out in almost every episode of my dad. But
how many views you get?
The podcast has been kind of cool. You'll get like 15 on a couple. Like, so the YouTube videos, I'll put them on repeat on my phone to get it cooking a little.
Yeah.
And like T-Mobile all day, I just ran my videos. But the podcast kind of get up there because Dad will listen. A couple people will I know some people listen, so it'll get it kind of cooking on that algorithm. Mm-hmm. But dude, we're freaking growing, dude. I'm at 73 followers on Twitch now. We got affiliate, get paid, and then
nice.
YouTube's been going. We're like 20 subscribers. I think 17 subscribers now, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. We're growing. We're slow going, boys. The nation. Oh, yeah. But let's have a dart when we get to this next fucking section. We'll talk if you're okay with that. I don't know if you want to have one, but I like fucking smoking and talking. All right, but look, dudes. I know we talk a lot about the class disparity in this fucking cast, but it's real, bruh. And I think these rich fucking boomers, my biggest problem, I think about this a lot, when you're worth a certain amount of money, dude, I just think you don't, you just don't care as much. Like, if I was sitting, there's a clip. Oh, it's that fat fuck. You want a red or a fucking gold? I don't know, yeah. But, there's a fat fuck, and he's talking to this guy about, like, what you gotta do to, like, retire. And, he tells the guy, he goes, you got $2.5 million in America. What you do, you buy your fucking house cash, you buy your car cash. That's your fucking fuck you fortress, dude. So, like, I think a lot of these dudes that are voting, the majority of the voting age, are in the fuck you fortress and are like, I don't want to see immigrants and I don't want to see poor people around me.
Yeah.
And so they're so disconnected from the fucking world, bro.
And it's tough because there's still so many people that have absolutely nothing. So that bar is raised to a place that's really hard to achieve because so many people are wealthy there. I call them, not just me, but they're bourgeois. They don't have to work. It's optional. They can live off the interest of their money or their investments, right? Mm-hmm.
Fucking have a family die because they can't afford food because their beach house needs to get renovated. It's fucked. But we'll get away from it. We'll get away from the heavy stuff for a second here. We're going to talk about fucking, we do have some stuff on the agenda. Obviously, we're talking about the Diddy shit, bruh. Obviously. But right now, we got an article from the Daily Mail. Mm-hmm. This is the headline, boys. Relationship coach reveals why women really cheat on men. Oh, I'm excited.
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah, we can pause it, bro. No problem. All right, boys. Sorry for the fucking pause here. Dude, we just saw a guy. There's a one-way street where out of this balcony, we saw a guy drive 40 miles per hour the wrong way, almost hit somebody, bro.
It's a 30-mile-an-hour road. Dude. I live in the ghetto, so.
Bro, this dude's crazy. But we're reading this article out here. We're gonna be a little quieter. It's a little. Hey, this is
ASMR.
New segment. Soren Ashton's Corner. All right, a controversial relationship coach has offered her take on why women cheat on men while in relationships.
That's a good one.
By the way, for everyone you wondering her name, it's Sadia Khan, who boasts over 1 million followers online. So that means collectively she's at over 1 million. So this woman's so good. Yeah. All right. So she went on to say, that men get cheated on because they don't understand female psychology. All right, it's because we don't understand enough about psychology, guys. Mm-hmm. They tend to think that their mother's advice is the key. It's crazy that the woman that you look up to, her advice, you would use that, huh? They teach you to be kind. They teach you to listen to them. They teach you not to talk back, not to answer back, never to question them. Is this about they train you into becoming this really good boy who's really obedient? And all of these things that are desexualizing. Do you feel like this woman has the right take on the advice that men are getting about women?
Honestly, I think in her mind it probably just lines up, it clicks, but it's only because I'm sure she's so off from the real world, right? Like, I think so many guys will just pander to women.
Yeah, dude, you were saying, sorry to fucking cut your ass off there, bro.
These women, they're just, I don't know, they go through life and they learn those things, you know?
I think it's crazy. Like, I just think the problem is women are so detached from like the pursuit. Like that's my biggest issue. Is like women don't understand the pursuit. Like they're like, oh, wait. Like if you ask the girl, you're like, hey, like yeah, I just don't, you know, like what's a better example? Like a woman, if a girl asks you like, hey, why don't you have like a girlfriend? Like Anna will ask me that a lot, and I'm like, I don't know. It's it's tough to get
and
one.
And it's a slight. They're always like, oh, you don't agree. It's like a point against.
They're seeing it as okay. Why don't you have a girlfriend? They're like, you should be internally looking at it. She's trying to shit on me. Hit me with a snipe. You're right. Fuck, dude. I didn't even realize that. Whoa, this woman's insulting me, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this bitch, bruh. No offense, Anna. You're all right, but But what I'm trying to say is, like, these women are so against the pursuit that they're trying to find a reason. Like, they just don't understand really the dating. But I guess, like, we don't understand their version of it, too. So I guess you're right. We're kind of in this
a good point, though, the
weird
pursuit,
thing.
Though. And they see it from their side, and they think...
Oh, do you know what I think part of it is?
What?
Women don't see sex, fucking another person as, like, in the relationship, like, as a man, it's like, if my woman fucks somebody else, it's my manhood, bro. That's my whole thing. They don't see it that way. They're just like, you didn't do this, so I'm fucking somebody, But, like, they don't realize it's a knife in your heart of hearts, It's in the center of your heart. You're like, dude, that was the one thing, bro.
And I was talking with this about this chick I'm dating, and I think the thing is, it's almost in biology, right? Where men, if we think back thousands of years, or millions of years really, how we spread our genes is through, obviously having a child with a woman, right? But how a woman spreads her genes is simply being having intercourse and then having
raising
a child.
raising the child.
So they're incentivized to have the highest quality genes as possible, right? That's why attractiveness is such a big deal for both men and women. We want the best partner for our genes. To spread our genes with. So women, they could be really emotional. They could be really... Whoa, I didn't even know what happened.
This dude just got mauled by a dog, dude.
He did?
This dude's getting attacked. No, he's not. He didn't get attacked, but he's whacked down on something, boys. This dude's crazy.
It's a fucking crack.
We got Emily out there, a crackhead. Oh, Emily, she's a crackhead.
Yeah.
She took a tequila shot without a lime. Like, that's some bullshit you'd hear on the fucking night outs, but yeah, like...
Yeah, but let me finish this.
Finish your
point,
it's
the biology. So anyways, women can be really emotionally connected with a man, but if that's not being met, or if they're not their sexual energy isn't being met, then they could seek that in another part of their life. They might not see that as the big deal because they're being emotionally tied to their mate, right? Where men, they see that as they're losing, the one thing that gives them their biological meaning. So that's why I think it could be such a hardship.
But why do you think, I guess to go to the root of the question, I think it's a really good point about, like, the biology, and, like, that's what we see as, like, the prize. We're like, look, that's the one thing. Like, do anything else, bro. Fucking make me broke, and I wouldn't hate you as much, but I'm gonna hate you so much if you're gonna fuck another dude.
Yeah.
But, like, why do you think women cheat? It's a big question. Like, she's saying, oh, it's because they're raised and they got this advice. Why do you think?
I think... Here, let's pause real quick.
Yeah.
Can you not pause it, bro? Just pause it.
Yeah, dude. This, like... I forget where we're at. Sorry, dudes. We're having a little pauses here, so it might be a little disjointed. Dad, you're going to get mad at me. Alright, this really good boy. All of those things are what moms want from boys. Okay, so her point is basically saying that moms are training men to be too nice, and that we should be meaner. This woman argument, maybe it's a hustler guy argument too.
Yeah.
A guy thing of men are too nice, that's why they aren't getting dates, bro. It's not the reason, bro. There's several things, but it's definitely not men are too nice, bro. I've met these gross dudes that aren't fucking, bro. They ain't nice. These dudes are dicks. A man that's fearless.
I think the thing is like, you go on dates and things, and I think who these women could be interacting with a lot are supposed nice guys, right? Quote unquote nice guys that may not be extremely aggressive or that type of person they're looking for. But at the end of the day, that's kind of how we're taught. We're taught to be nice people and taught to accept how they feel and build a relationship that way. And I think that's a silly argument because you know, the guys who she could be talking about who are just dicks are, you know, they're usually kind of degenerates, right? And they're not going to help them. They're not going to do all these things. And I think women find that really attractive because it's away from the status quo. So I think this is just an argument against, hey, look, you guys are just being polite to society. I don't know. What do you think?
When you should be, I think what she's saying is just a nice way of putting it. Like, you just need to be more confident. Like, some stuff she's throwing on there is like, so if you're a man that's afraid of flying, afraid of heights, afraid of confrontation, afraid, automatically she's less attracted, obviously. But, like, let's say you are a man, and yeah, I'm afraid of heights. Okay, you're afraid of flying. Like, the manly thing is just, okay, you fucking do it, dude. You go out, you do a coaster. Oh, I'm afraid of heights. I don't like a roller coaster. Or, what are you doing taking her out to a place where you're afraid of? What are you, dumb?
Yeah.
You're not. That's not a good look, bro. Imagine taking a girl. Oh, you know, she's big and a macho, man. You know, you're like, all right, let's hit an amusement park. You know, we'll do some crazy shit. You know, maybe I'll fucking not even put the seat. Buckle the seat. And you're afraid of heights, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing afraid of heights? Like, I feel like a lot of it is just you see low confidence men, and like obviously, like if you're in a relationship and you're dominating it, a lot of it's saying at the end. She kind of gets to what I think the real reason why people cheat.
Yeah.
She goes, a lot of people reported being ignored, like they felt like their partner wasn't communicating, stuff like that.
Which
like,
is kind of what we thought the article was going to get to. What's the title of it?
Why women, it's like a relationship coach reveals why women really cheat on men. Yeah. Why women, and it's really in all caps, boys.
So her intro is like fucking getting into, oh, men are just soft, and then it gets into you're being ignored.
Yeah.
You're being, you're leaving emotional needs unmet, and that's why. So they find someone else that can meet those things. But I just think is hilarious. It's such a pivot from her introductory point.
But then she's also pointing out some women are just like, I just want to have my cake and eat it too. So she's getting with some whores on this fucking cast that she's doing. Yeah.
You want the nice guy to take care of you, to pay the bills, to listen to your problems, but then you want the degenerate to fucking breed you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I just think it's a lot of it's just a breakdown of communication for sure. I think any affair is like okay, we aren't communicating, like, because if you really have some needs, it's like you're gonna talk to me about it before. Like if I'm not communicating, I guess, like, yeah, you're gonna, you know, you might just act out to try to get some attention. I don't know how it is, but I think a lot of these problems like more relate to we're just single, bro. We just can't really relate to this married. Yeah. I don't know. Women cheat, bro. Fuck women, dude. I'm a man, so I'm on that side, boys. I'm not against women. I love women. Yeah. Except for a lot of them that hate me.
Except for the fucking crazy bitch that wrote that article.
Yeah, that crazy
Relation therapist, my ass. Relation therapist for her 3 fucking friends.
Hey, editor, which is just me. Bleep this name. And Rachel, she has a last name I can't say because I'm not going to bleep it out, but... Fuck that bitch in T-Mobile. You know who you is. You know who you is. You ain't listening. No, if you're listening, bro, I made it. If you're listening, I made it. But, all right, let's get into this fucking Diddy trial, bro. Yeah. So, I think we kind of have different opinions on it. I know I'm of the argument that, like, he's just a guy that, obviously, yes, he did have some crazy parties, and maybe we should have looked into some stuff, because I don't think he's, like, this huge CIA asset that... people are like that. Tim Dillon, like he's saying, oh, there was cops. They were saying he was intelligence. Like, I don't think he's that, but I do think he may have been contracted a little bit. They're like, hey, you're doing a party. Like, hey, we're just gonna, we have a guy, and or maybe he was, because I will say at the same time, a lot of the evidence I'm basing on is this one guy who's talking about it, and I've obviously listened to a lot of people talk about it, but he didn't even know he was being recorded one time. So he probably could have been getting like crazy shit, and he's probably lying. He could be doing some gay shit. I believe this guy does some gay shit. You know what they have now? You know what this guy's got in his dick? He's got a button. So there's a pack of blood somewhere with like a pump that's installed in his fucking penis, and he just clicks it a certain amount of times, and he gets the best. He says the best erection you've ever had every time, and his dad's got the same bullshit, but it's hooked to his phone. He's got an app. He can tell you how hard his dick's going to be. He can just go, it's going to be half chub. And his dad's saying that he's going out, getting his dick hard, half chub. And looking at going, like, showing it off, bro. That's crazy, dude. But I think the Diddy trial was just a guy getting cucked. Maybe he had a couple parties that he did, maybe he filmed it, but I don't think so. I think it's just a guy that got cucked a lot, and what this guy's saying is the prosecution's lawyer was on Kamala Harris's side, and so the prosecution's lawyer, what he was thinking is, if I can get this as a RICO case, which the big bracketeering, all that stuff, and the federal government has their highest close rate is RICO cases. So he's going, I can get a RICO case, I'm going to have a super high close rate on prosecuting, on getting him in jail, and can probably be attorney general when Kamala gets elected. So that's also a factor of why is the verdict so drastically different? We have got, there's a lot of stuff going on, but also...
Yeah, because I didn't realize that, because it was happening with the election. Mm-hmm. So you're saying, okay, this is actually tied to the election, that's why they took him out. He was a pawn, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, some guy wanted to climb the ladder, and he wants to send you to jail for the rest of your life to climb the ladder. That's fucking crazy.
And to be fair, he's got like 20 years still, so he's still going to jail for basically his life. I mean, 20 years is at least one major chapter. Not even that. That could be the remaining chapters of your life. He's probably 40, 50?
Yeah, definitely his life, dude. Let's say it is big thing. Like, if you're Diddy, dude, I don't think you want to be in jail, bro. Like, first of all those guys in jail are thinking you're gay as shit, dude. Mm-hmm. They think you're the gayest man in the world. Then, because the news was making it out to all these rappers are doing gay shit. Diddy's fucking all of them, bro. But it is weird. You know what the guy was saying, what he would do while he was fucking Cassie? Diddy would be pacing and giving him hey, can you do this so I can see better? Hey, can you move the candle, do this? And then he'd be like, all right, we're playing this scene today. You're going to be this, he's fucking directing this guy. And that dude wrote a book about how it's hard to keep your penis hard while Diddy's yelling at you and you're fucking his wife.
A book?
Dude, dude, you're going to love this. In the book, there's a chapter that's about how do you think about your cock? It gets into the person, because he's trying to tackle erectile dysfunction. He's literally going yeah, bro, how do you got to view your penis in a different way.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
But what do you think went down? What's your synopsis on this Diddy trial? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you're kind of winning me over. I kind of thought I was more on the side that he was some agent that was trying to condemn these people, but I guess he could just be this sex fanatic.
But look, all the stuff I'm throwing at you is words from a male prostitute that was a stripper that now owns a male strip joint. So I don't know if he's the most. And dude, if the government gotta give you the prostitutes a check, dude. Because they don't know enough to get them, but they know something, bruh. Mm-hmm. And now this guy, he's going on all these podcasts saying, it's just me and I'm just fucking Diddy's wife. That's it. That's all it is. Uh-huh. I think, now I'm fucking trying to convince myself it's the other way. Because here's what I think is going to be the determining factor. If he makes it the whole 20 years.
Yeah.
If he makes it, because, dude.
You don't think he's going to make it? You think he's going to get out early?
No, I think he's going to kill himself or kill himself, Yeah. Because dude, they're putting
They get after him.
How do we get this guy in a location that it's to kill him and we can because think of it, obviously they're
he's got some
you're sitting there as the FBI, or the CIA, and you're like, look, dude, we're going to give you 20 years. We're going to give you this, it's going to be fine. You're going to go to jail for 20 years, it's going to be a nice cell, but you're going to go to jail for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you have no options. You can't run from these people. You can't do anything, dude. You're fucked, bro. Damn, bro, how do you do? Dude, he's getting no sleep at night, bro. During this whole trial. It's just,
you know what? I'm kind of take your side now, and I think he was more like a sex fanatic, because for him to only get 20 years, and for everybody not trying to cap this guy, because if he was like Epstein, then he would have shit on so many people. So people would be getting after him, and people in Hollywood aren't fucking broke, obviously. They're not billionaires and politicians like Epstein had, but still, they got some money. They could fucking get some guy into jail and shank him or whatever, but...
I think it's different, dude. I think it's, what I'm trying to say. I think the difference I believe with Diddy and Epstein, this is why I kind of believe he might make it through his prison sentence, but, is... I think he's more of just the pawn guy, because Epstein is an agent. Epstein's hey, you're Mossad, we're going to put you here.
He's the queen.
Yeah, he's the queen. He's the guy who does the shit.
Yeah.
I think what happened is Diddy's look, you have this network. get to a party together, okay? Something's going on. And they aren't telling him what's going on. He's an asset. He's a guy, okay, you do this. And then he shuts up, he takes the money, he takes the fucking tax, whatever he gets, bruh. And they're like, all right, good, and go. I think maybe he's more like that, so maybe he doesn't have the film. Like, because I don't know, because if this guy's telling the truth of what it was like, that means he'd be called to a party, but he'd show up and it's just Diddy and Cassie. Diddy's got a fucking... He wore, instead of just like a shiesty, he wore like a fucking the Muslim head wrap.
Damn.
And he'd be fucking always out. Yeah, dude. And he'd just be pacing, jacking off, looking at this fucking bullshit, bro. The dude's insane, bro. The dude's insane.
Yeah, and if it's just some male prostitute, then who the fuck cares about it?
The problem is there's so many male prostitutes. There's tons of male prostitutes.
You see The Apprentice, the movie about Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in that movie, it talks about his lawyer, Ray Combs, and I think that was his name. And Ray Combs would have these sex parties and record everybody so he could blackmail them. And I think that could be a similar thing with Diddy where then it's shown and it's found out what he's doing. And then maybe he just went too far where like Ray Combs, he's having these gay parties, which at the time I think was illegal, but now obviously it's not. So now his sex parties are probably not illegal. But what did they get him for? They got him for
transportating.
Transportating.
You know what they got him?
Being a pimp.
No, they got him for flying his wife out with the intention of fucking. If you order an Uber for a woman and your intention is to fuck her, you can go to jail for transporting a prostitute.
Damn. If you're paying her.
No, you don't have to pay her, but he didn't pay her.
Simply transport.
Simply, he flew her out to fuck.
Is the transportation.
He flew her out to fuck. So that constitutes illegal. You know what I think it is one of these bullshit things. If we go back, it kind of fits more into my story of him just being a cuck, because that law is technically a law, but every athlete, these guys or these rich dudes are guilty of it. I think it's just a law the government has so they can have a case like this where they're like, okay, now everyone's talking about how this is the most expensive prostitution case ever. We have to give him something.
Yeah, you nickel and dime them.
Yeah.
You just like tax evasion.
Literally.
Those fucking lobsters.
Oh my gosh.
You just couldn't get him on anything else. So you get him on tax evasion and maximum fucking sentence because they know you're doing all this other shit. So that must be what it is. They couldn't get him on this other stuff, but he's obviously being weird. You know what? I'm going to look into it more, but I bet you're right, where it's just like he's just this crazy sex guy, and it's not like an agent thing. It's just, look, he was doing this weird sex shit, and they got after him. So. Well,
yeah, because, like, dude, Ryan Long, we're the Boys Cast guys. Dude, love the Boys Cast. If you're listening to this, check that out, but finish this, obviously. But he went to the trial, and, like, he got in, he was talking to Diddy's team. And he's interviewing one guy who's, like, on the team, and he's, like, asking this guy about his dick size and stuff, and the guy's answering him seriously. He thought he was a news dude. But, like, it's, like, I don't feel like a federal agent is going to be, like, or, like, if you're, because, like, obviously, if he's an asset, everyone on his team is going to be an asset. Like, or at least he's going to have a couple handlers on the team, but, like, I don't think they'd be letting that guy, like, that guy's hanging around that's going to talk, like,
locked down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel
it's like the Epstein trials where nobody's in there, bruh.
Well, that's why I don't think this, because Ryan Long doesn't know anybody. He doesn't have press passes. He just got in the courthouse.
Yeah.
He just went there early enough to get in there. Like, you couldn't do that for Epstein's case.
He's not a big deal.
Yeah.
He still could have been blackmailing, like, some smaller people. I know Epstein was, like, super... he's blackmailed the top of the world, but...
I definitely think he was blackmailing people, and I think he was working with intelligence. Like, I just think he's too easy of a mark. Like,
yeah.
I don't think he was the mastermind, and I don't think he knows enough for them to be like, oh, we gotta murder him. Because, like, if they kill him, bro, oh my God, they can't kill this guy. They've got, because, like, dude, they killed this guy, everybody's like, okay, how many more dudes do we gotta kill because of these sex rings? Like, how many sex rings are out there, Like... Jeez, fucking, it's this whole trial is crazy because everybody thought this guy's going 80 for life. They're gonna kill him, all this stuff, and then it's like, yeah, man, give him 20 years, give him something, like fucking say we did something, Like this, Bro, I feel bad for this attorney. He thought he was getting the promotion of a lifetime, attorney general, and now he's probably getting demoted, dude. I'd demote his ass, bro. That's a bad case, dude. And he had bad witnesses. The Punisher went up there, and it was actually bad for the prosecution because they're like, oh, because you're fucking her. And so you'd open the door, she'd be like, hey, how's it going? Like, you guys knew each other.
Yeah, sex thing.
Yeah, sex thing. He's a pervert. He's a fucking pervert, dude.
Not a prostitution thing, just a pervert. Yeah.
Just stuff. Gross.
Makes you think about fucking Luigi Mangione because they're in the same prison, bro.
They're in the same prison. Oh,
Luigi
yeah, they are.
Mangione.
Damn, bro. Dude, that guy, what do you, he's done. I think he's done, bro.
I mean, they haven't killed him yet, but I really hope they don't kill him, and I hope that...
I think he's
able to get off, but I doubt... Not get off, but... not...
Get the death penalty?
Get the death penalty.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Probably.
I think
it has to be an example. But I still think, like, fuck these CEOs that are doing this shit.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck these people. Fuck... them fucking abusing us, and he finally stands up, and now they're saying it's terrorism, which I think it definitely is with everything he's doing. Because, I think only because of the repercussions of it. The public cry that was like very positive. Like, fuck you, Brian Thompson.
Uh-huh.
That made it terrorism, but I don't think he intended it to be terrorism. He was just like, fuck you, it's like a revenge killing.
So you're saying if I kill somebody and it creates public, like, if it, I guess you're right, because it's not like the law is going to get you. It doesn't matter if you intent, they don't care about intent. Like, intent matters in the crime, but it's like, yeah, we're going to get you for it because it happened. Like,
look, I don't know the legality of it. I'm just saying the feel. I'm just saying it didn't feel like he was doing this for a cause. It felt like he's killing this guy for a revenge thing. This is a very naive perspective because I haven't done a lot of research on it. But because of the outcry, that was like, look, Luigi Mangione's awesome. Then it became terrorism because all these rich fucks are like, oh, damn. These guys, they kill us, and they aren't frustrated that one of them killed one of us. They're celebrating this guy,
Yes.
And I don't think violence is right. And I think that Luigi Mangione can be a good... this could have been a good reason for this to happen. To say, look, we still got a say.
Yeah, I think the point of, I think the problem we're having with it now is the conversation. I think they've done a really good job at controlling this narrative of, instead of we're arguing about, instead of agreeing immediately, he murdered a guy, whatever, he murdered a guy, we're arguing, okay, is he going to get off? We should really be talking about, okay, what happened? Why did he get to this point? Okay, why is our healthcare system in the United States, literally, the worst and terrible and literally the number one cause of bankruptcy? And now with Trump's big bill, healthcare costs can go up by 30% in certain states, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, look, dudes. We were big Trump. We used to be big Trump. I used to be a big Trump fan, bro. Trump is down in the leader. Bro, he's the worst, dude. The only thing that saved him, Cryatolla, bro. Cryatolla's hilarious, bro.
What the fuck is Cryatolla?
That's the Iran's leader, the Cryatolla.
Oh,
good.
yeah,
the Ayatollah, the Cryatolla. Good, dude.
Finally,
the guy's still got it. The guy's still got it,
Yeah.
bro. But, dude. And the fucking dude, first he does this fucking bullshit, raise our healthcare costs. Now he's telling us the Epstein files aren't fucking real, bruh.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Dude, his FBI director
big fat lie.
goes, it's on my desk. And now that she's like, and then you ask, literally the video. Have you seen the video of them asking the fucking his press secretary that?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Dude, bro. I want to kill this white woman. Dude, she's the target of my ire. Cause dude, bro, Kash Patel, fuck Kash Patel, bro. I love his line on Joe Rogan. If I had the files, if somebody had the files, wouldn't they release them? Wouldn't it be me?
I don't have the files.
It's
but if you did have the files, if I had them, I'd release them.
Oh yeah, dude, bro. I don't think somebody got to Kash Patel or anything. I think a lot of these guys that were on the side of we'll help you out were all bought. They were all owned by the intelligence agencies before they even got in. They're like, look, just do this. We'll get you in here. You know, like, jeez, bro, it's fucked, dude.
And now he has his Israeli wife that's definitely a Mossad freaking plant that's making sure he, it's tied into the industry, bro.
Dude, anything she makes him a coffee, he's like, I'm awake enough. Did you make dinner? We'll order. Dude, I don't trust your fucking. He's like, dude.
It's just crazy to switch up. And, I think Trump got elected for a lot of different reasons, but I think the biggest thing is he's harnessing the hardship that people are feeling regarding class, right? Mm-hmm. They're realizing that, it's us versus what Trump says, the deep state, this institutionalized, all these institutions that are and factions that are working together to, what a lot of people think, keep the American people down and keep their interests growing. And I think it was such a switch up because his pandering, and not to say that every single politician has a switch up, but I think with Trump it was a very big 180 with all he promised. And I'll end it with this: is that he promised these things, and it's really these niche details that are points that win a lot of support for the people that hurt us at the end, right? He doesn't release the Epstein files. He does a few other things. He supports Israel in their in the bombing of Iran, and all these things that he was supposed to be a peace president. What is he doing? I will say with his bill though, the reason why he's cutting Medicare, and I don't agree with it, is because our spending is unbelievably.
It is crazy.
It's crazy. We're getting into massive debt, so they're trying to cut the biggest, thing they're spending money on. But still, I wish they'd find another way because we need that fucking healthcare.
Well, just revamp our healthcare system. Like, obviously, it doesn't work. It's way too expensive. It's ridiculous. It's the highest medical cost in the fucking world, and every other first world country has it. We can if it's like, look. We're doing universal healthcare, but we're doing it America's way better, bro. Just you can fucking sell that.
But we're doing it America's way, but worse, which is we'll fucking pay most of your insurance, and we pay it to a private insurance company, and they get astronomical profits, and you get subpar coverage. Literally. So we got to cut out some of that profit. And in my mind, it's tax the fucking businesses, cut out the profit, and give it to the people. But thank God I'm not a politician because that's probably too simple.
It's complicated. I think what really happened, what I see in this campaign and like what was going on is I think it kind of all starts. So you have Elon Musk in, you're starting to do some cuts, you're starting to do some stuff. I think he had to get rid of Elon Musk. So you've seen he's just Elon Musk's a PR disaster. Everyone hates him. Nobody likes the guy. He's so unlikable. It's like he does one thing that people like, but then he's hiring 14-year-olds to cut all this stuff, and like dudes are like, whoa, what are we doing here? But I think what you see is he gets in, he's like, I got it. I got the power, I got the people behind me. And then the minute he started doing a couple moves, because you're in the fucking presidency, everything you do is under a microscope. When he does a couple bad things, he starts to lose it. Yep. And that's when this Israel comes in like, hey, bro, you know those videos that this guy Epstein got? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he definitely didn't send them to me, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. Can you tweet and defend me against my own country because I'm going to jail? Like, it's just like, I think like he got in, he had a couple months where the people were on his side and the deep state, they couldn't really pull him in. But then he's got a couple bad PR moves, and now they're just like, no leash.
Yep.
Your leash is right here, buddy. The Epstein file. Tell him it's not real. Lose all credibility. Literally. We're getting a Democrat next term. Lose it all.
And I think it's kind of funny because I think Trump knew what would happen with Elon. And in my more positive outlook towards Trump, I think he had brought him on. He had him pay for so much of his campaign to bring Elon down because of how powerful he was.
So Mark,
and you really could see the transition from where Elon was arguably the most powerful billionaire
literally
prior to the election. Trump gets elected, he is definitely the most powerful billionaire, but because the public is flipped out, Trump knew, hey, look, I'm not going to actually do this shit. People are going to get mad at me, and Elon Musk is going to be my scapegoat. So he just tears him all the way down, and then finally cuts ties with him at the very bottom, and now Elon's turning against him.
Dude, I think. And he's so good, bro. I think a lot of it though was just Elon Musk is used to winning the games he plays, and he went into a game of of people. Like, Trump's in politics. He's been doing his whole life. He's a casino real estate guy. Yep. All he does is play people like Elon Musk. Rich dudes that are smart as fuck, but too smart, bro.
Yep.
And, like, this is the point. Like, Elon Musk and I think Trump as well, they're both so used to both getting after a project, getting it done, and getting their way. And you can see it in the tweets Elon put out him. It's total girlfriend energy. Like, you're in the Epstein files. You're this, you're that. Just fucking snipe. It's like, yeah, dude, you lost, bro. Mm-hmm. This is me after I lose in Brawlhalla. This is literally, dude. You're actually like just. It's funny because he just doesn't. I think Elon Musk. I think he's realized now. He's like, his game is tech. His game is tech. His game is, I'm gonna do some crazy. I'm gonna go to Mars or something. His game is not people, politics. He's likable enough for dads to think he's cool, and they're so out of touch. Like, dads don't know shit. They know a lot of stuff, but they're just out of touch of, like, who's a cool guy,
you know what Ben Shapiro tells them.
Literally. They're like, dude, Ben Shapiro doesn't like the new fucking Barbie movie. It's like, dude, is he supposed to like the new Barbie movie? Yeah. He's the worst dude to like any movie. Yeah. The dude hates everything. Oh, it's too liberal for... Oh, these dudes breathe air. It's too liberal for me. Oh, dude.
He's a Democrat. I mean, a Republican. It's like... Dude. And I think the thing, to hop on your dad comment, I think the thing is with dads all around the world, I mean in America, they have just enough wealth, right, unless you're fucking broke as shit, to be like, man, the status quo's all right. But because of that little drop of wealth, they don't realize how bad it really is. They don't realize how much is being taken from them. And I think that's why they always get pissed off. Oh, your kids are going to go to college and be a liberal. Because you go to college or you go out, you start working in the world, and you see, hey, look, I have nothing. And every fucking thing is set against me. It's set for me to work my whole life, to get robbed, and for me to die with next to nothing, right?
Literally.
And that's the difference, where they just get mad at that because their sliver of nothing would be affected by the status quo changing. And I think that's the beauty of American politics, is it keeps them in line.
I see. So the reason they're angry about, like, and the reason is because they just want to keep it going. So they're doing just good enough to have a good life, and they're chilling. They're like, I can weather kind of a bad economic turn and get back to it, but it's about it. I don't want any crazy shit, dude. No. I can pay for my medical. It's not gonna, but then they don't see the other side of, like, look, we're going into a job market. We were given shit advice, which is go to school and get a degree and you'll get a job. And it's, like, not really the case anymore. Like, I think about that a lot. I'm like, every adult has told me to just go to school, and it used to be the hack. Like, just go to school and you can make enough and you'll be fine. But now it's like, maybe. And that's a big maybe too, because you got AI coming out. Like, dude, my buddy's going for computer programming. I'm looking at it, dude, he maybe gets a job.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's like really tough, dude. It's so competitive. And, like, now, have you seen the new guy who came on Joe Rogan? This guy, Ahmad, he's a Palestinian. His parents lived in Palestine and got displaced by Israel people.
Damn.
And he has a company where AI will program an app for you.
Damn.
So, and he talks about another billionaire, a tech billionaire, uses his app and just sold an app for $200K.
Wow.
Took him an hour. And it's like, I'm gonna go become a computer programmer? What's the point, dude? If an AI can make an app for me now, what's the point of fucking learning how to program?
You just gotta rush to be bourgeois, dude. Like, if you can get $5 million, $3 million, and then you don't have to work, and you could just fucking put a few eggs in some stupid business, and if it takes off, then you make $100 million. You don't have to work again. Like, yeah, it's kind of ironic that we're bitching about the rich and we're saying, look, we need to become them. But I legitimately think that, and first off, billionaires are disgusting rich. Millionaires, that's hierarchy. That's just capitalism. That is somebody being able to provide more value to our economy than another person.
Gotta have those guys, man.
Yeah. With a capitalist society, you gotta have hierarchy, but $1 billion, too much.
Crazy.
Too much fucking money.
Dude, Nvidia's worth $4 trillion, bruh.
$4 trillion. Oh, yeah.
Its AI is huge, dude. Talking about AI, fucking dude, you imagine $4 trillion, dude? It's like insane, dude. And you know what it is?
They're the chips, bro.
They're the chips, and dude, they're fuck Nvidia, dude. They're probably selling all that shit to China, bro. They don't give a fuck. They'll sell anything to anybody. That's kind of my big issue with the companies, is like what I feel like they used to do, at the very least for rich people, it's like, yeah, Andrew Carnegie probably killed thousands of poor people working in his factory. But he'd be like, all right, I'm going to throw you a park, a symphony, come into the symphony, oh, it's cool. But like, now they're just like, oh, we're going to, or back then, Andrew Carnegie, if he was selling chips now, he would have never sold shit to China. He would have been like, them chinks, get the fuck. They had pride in us, you know. Now these rich fucks, they don't give a fuck about America. All they do is foreign investment. You know, it's bullshit. And they don't care about, like, at the very least, I'm not going to sell the red team. I'm on the blue team, you know. At the very least, bruh. And maybe
and even that is fucking null and void. Because what happened? All these tech guys that are, you know, super blue,
fucking
super Democrats switched up right after Trump got in. And why did they switch up? Because Trump got the House, he got the Senate, and the presidency. Mm-hmm. If they want to do anything, they need his fucking say, bro.
And then they ask, you know, they always tell you, the big thing is just the speech was getting to me, the controls on speech. And you're like, but you were the controls on speech.
Literally.
And you're like, well, oh no, but the FBI was telling me. It's like, yeah. But I don't believe you. I think the minute they told you,
so
you
now
weren't.
you could say no to the FBI. Mm-hmm. You could have said no from the get-go.
Oh yeah, we actually didn't censor the Trump Biden laptop story. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
the scandal 2 months before or a month before the election. No, it was like weeks. It was weeks before the election. Like, it's crazy, dude. But I'm gonna end this bitch on a positive note here, guys. We could go forever, dude. It's the issue. But fucking good cast. Hey, thanks for fucking doing it, Sawyer. Yeah. Sawyer's gonna be co-host, and he's every week. Every week. Yeah. But we try to end on I try to end on a positive note. That's what I try to do. So we want it to. What do you think? Your first podcast. What's a good positive note for us to end on here, bro?
You know what? We got a roof over our heads. We got fucking AC on. We got fucking beer.
Oh, beers.
You
of
know,
course. If you ain't got no beers, bro, what are you doing? We
family.
Got the heaters on lock, bro. Heaters on lock. Bro, I'm trying to get more fucking stream lingo. People like when you say fucking lock and all this bullshit on stream. All right, boys. Thanks for fucking tuning in. Peace out. It'll be coming out on Saturday.